NBC's One Chicago universe is blowing up on streaming this summer as fans catch up on Chicago PD and Chicago Fire. Per Flix Patrol, both shows are, as of July 12th, among the top 10 TV shows streaming on Peacock. Chicago PD is currently in the number 6 spot, while Chicago Fire is in the number 8 ranking. Topping Peacock's top 10 in the US is the reality series Love Island USA, which sits in first place. Since their 2012 and 2014 premieres, respectively, Chicago Fire and Chicago PD have been rating successes for NBC and Peacock. Both Chicago Fire and Chicago PD have received renewals for their 14th and 13th seasons, respectively. Season 11 of the medical drama in the One Chicago universe, Chicago Med, has also been renewed. Chicago Wednesdays are massively successful for NBC. NBC Universal stated previously via Deadline that the One Chicago franchise has netted approximately 46 million total viewers this past season to date, airing on NBC and streaming on Peacock. The shows, which were all renewed back in May, are facing budget cuts, which could lead to some series regulars not being part of every episode in the forthcoming season. Chicago Fire Peacock ratings. Franchise series regulars are being asked to move to Chicago. The actors in the One Chicago show are also being asked to take on Illinois residency. It has been reported that those who do not risk their episode count being further reduced. Additionally, the new seasons of all 3 shows in the franchise are expected to be shorter. NBC is also still working to tie up some of the veteran cast members' contracts ahead of the new seasons. One character on Chicago PD will not return next season. When Chicago PD returns for its 13th season, one cast member will be absent. Toya Turner, who played Kiana Cook in season 12 of the show, will not be back next year. Turner took to Instagram to talk about leaving the series and shared several photos from her time on the show. My time on Chicago PD has come to a close. This show challenged me, sharpened me, and revealed what I'm made of. I've evolved through this experience, both as an artist and in my craft, and I'm walking away with depth, clarity, and momentum for whatever comes next. To the cast and crew, thank you for the warmth, the laughter, and the generosity you brought every day. It was an honor to share the screen and the set with such talent, she wrote on Instagram. Turner continued, to the Cheehards, thank you for welcoming me, rooting for me, and showing Kiana love. And to everyone who believes in me, your support means the world. I'm excited for the opportunities ahead. NBC expects to replace Turner with a new female character. NBC did not give a reason for Turner's departure from the show, but the series is reportedly replacing her character. Producers are looking for a new female series regular to play an ATF task force officer with a military background. Turner's departure marks the second time a female character on Chicago PD left the show after one season. Liseth Chavez, who played Officer Vanessa Rojas in Season 7, left after just one season. Today's a great day for One Chicago Universe fans because it feels like every corner of this interconnected, high-stakes, emotionally charged TV world is alive with the kind of storytelling energy that first made audiences fall in love with these characters, these firehouses, these hospitals, these police districts, and the countless gripping moments of heartache, heroism, and humanity that have defined the franchise for over a decade now. And as news breaks, teasers drop, cast interviews surface, and fan theories run wild across social media timelines, it feels like the One Chicago universe isn't just another network procedural playground anymore, but a living, breathing storytelling entity that continues to evolve and surprise with each new episode, season renewal, character comeback, and cross-show crossover tease. Because whether you've been watching since Matt Casey's first fire rescue, April Sexton's compassionate patient care, or Hank Voight's uncompromising interrogations in the dimly lit rooms of District 21, today feels like the kind of day where longtime viewers get to feel validated for the emotional investment they've poured into these shows for years, as beloved characters circle back for unexpected cameos, devastating cliffhangers finally get addressed, and long-overdue story arcs inch closer to the payoffs fans have been waiting for. With social media buzzing about rumored returns, surprise pregnancies, shock exits, and mysterious villains, who might just be tied to past tragedies. And with Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, and Chicago Med all gearing up for milestone episodes and game-changing moments in their respective seasons. It's the perfect moment to pause, reflect, and realize how rare it is in television for a shared universe of interconnected dramas to maintain not only its viewership but its passionate fandom over so many years, with characters who feel like extended family. Locations as iconic as Firehouse 51's kitchen table, Molly's bar, and the emergency department at Gaffney Chicago Medical Center, and moments of grief, triumph, betrayal, and forgiveness that continue to hit as hard as ever. Because even now, as Chicago Fire teases the return of Casey for a critical storyline, Chicago Med prepares to address the fallout of Sharon Goodwin's controversial leadership decisions, and Chicago PD hints at a dangerous undercover operation that might finally tie up loose ends from the Ray Price scandal. It's clear that the creative teams behind these series haven't run out of ways to pull at viewers' heartstrings and keep their adrenaline pumping, especially when crossovers loom on the horizon, promising those rare, electric episodes where medics, firefighters, and detectives all converge on one crisis, and fans get to witness the kind of interconnected character dynamics and emotionally charged reunions that remind us why this universe works so well. As friendships are tested, loyalties questioned, and every call, case, and surgery feels like it carries the weight of years of shared history, with lingering grief over the losses of characters like Leslie Shea, Alvin Olinsky, and Dr. Connor Rhodes still coloring the emotional texture of each show, while new blood like Sam Carver, Dante Torres, and Dr. Zola Ahmad bring fresh perspectives and complicated backstories that keep the storytelling fresh. And today feels especially significant because it isn't just about what's airing on NBC tonight, but about the confirmation of Season 14 for Chicago Fire, the much-anticipated spin-off rumors swirling around Chicago Justice's possible revival, and the official announcement that a long-teased One Chicago documentary special is finally in production, promising rare behind-the-scenes footage, cast interviews, and a nostalgic look back at how a simple firefighter drama grew into one of the most beloved and enduring TV franchises of the past decade. And as fans flood Twitter, Reddit, and Facebook, groups with reaction GIFs, screen caps, and emotional essays about their favorite pairings, from Stellaride and Burzek to Chexton and Ruswater, it's clear that the One Chicago universe has achieved something remarkable, crafting stories that aren't just procedural escapism but genuine emotional experiences for viewers who've grown up alongside these characters, mourned their losses, celebrated their weddings, and debated their worst decisions. And now, with new mysteries brewing, long lost, characters potentially returning, every obscure reference and every callback to storylines from seasons past, and that's why today feels like such a good day. Not just because of what's airing or what's been announced, but because it's a reminder of how rare it is to still care this deeply about a fictional universe after so many seasons. And as the fandom rallies online, countdown clocks tick down to tonight's episodes, and theories about crossover villains, surprise returns, and cliffhanger resolutions swirl, it's undeniable that the One Chicago universe still matters, still surprises, and still has the power to break our hearts, mend them, and leave us clamoring for more. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my Fast Gossip 24 to our channel and stay with us.